Welcome back to Rayden's Armor, everybody. And today I'm going to be talking about a kind of a newer knife, a knife that kind of hit the knife industry pretty hard, and I think in a good, positive way. I'm trying to say that it is going to be a Demko. Everyone knows that Demko is really popular. 80-20.5, the 80-20, and the different variations of that knife. 80-10, 80-15. Demko has a lot of different things under his belt. The Triad lock, of course, from Cold Steel. But today is going to be about the Demko Freereign. This is pretty cool. This is a fixed blade that Andrew Demko designed. It is pretty innovative, and I think it is one of the more innovative knives the past about a year and a half, I think it's been out. But lately, they've been stepping away from the AUS 10A and kind of doing, well, they're still doing AUS 10A knives, but they kind of implemented Magnacut now. And now they're doing Magnacut in their line, and that's what this is right here. This is a Magnacut USA ground, a machine ground Magnacut blade. This is pretty cool. I'm going to start with the sheath here. This is interesting because this sheath is glass-filled. This is actually nylon right here. It's just nylon. And the reason it's just nylon here on this black part right here is because Andrew Demko thought, well, if I make the sheath not from glass-filled nylon, where it has the glass particles in it that can eventually scratch up the edge, kind of ding it up a little bit, and eventually you can actually ruin the longevity of a sharp edge, right? Making it dull over time. But if you just were to do nylon right here, it will not dull up the edge, and it will keep the edge pretty good, pretty sharp. But it also has a lot of flex in it because there's not that glass to reinforce it. That's why he has glass-filled nylon around the edges. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of screws. You can actually take this sheath apart and clean it out and stuff, which is pretty cool too. And it also has this, just like Cold Steel has in the Taiwan manufacturing that they do, is this kind of like drop-down step here with kind of this rubberish plastic. And then attached to that is a sewn nylon belt loop with a snap, Velcro, and it has this harness, button harness right here too. Now, when I pull this out of the sheath, it is very tight. I think it's because the way it's designed is that there's this. I'll pull this knife out real quick. It's this. There's this step right here. See this step? This big lip right there. That's from the nylon. These two steps actually latch, or not latch, but they lock on the edge of the handle right here, where it's kind of lipped up right here. So that's where it's gonna hold it in. And since this is a rubber handle, there's kind of a lot of friction there, but it does hold the knife pretty well. The knife is, I think it just goes in one way. I don't think it's ambidextrous. Yeah, it's not ambidextrous. It goes one way because the way the knife is. And it snaps, as you can hear that, pretty hard. It's not super easy to take out, but it is pretty secure. There is rattle. You can hear the knife going back and forth because it's not a formed sheath. It is just kind of that long rectangular sheath. I think the sheath idea is pretty cool. Honestly, I think it's a good idea. I think it's cool, but do I like it? It's okay. I don't think it looks that great, and I think it's pretty innovative. I like how it works. I just wish it was a little bit more kind of like a Kydex sheath slightly, where it is kind of molded to the blade a little bit more. I think I would like that just aesthetically and honestly for it so it won't move around and it would be a little bit more secure in an enthusiast way. It'd be more enjoyable that way, I'm trying to say. Now, I'm going to take the sheath aside now, and I kind of want to just talk about the blade now. And this is what I think the selling point of this blade is obviously that huge Magnacut. As you can see, the Demko USA, it's made in the USA in Pennsylvania, Magnacut blade. And I think it's from HRC is 61-62 on this. So it's gonna favor more towards the toughness, but it's still gonna have the pretty good edge retention. If you guys don't know, Magnacut, I think, is the best at 63-64 or even to 65 HRC Rockwell hardness. But this is going to be a pretty good Rockwell hardness. I think Demko knows exactly what he's doing. And since he chose the 62 HRC, it's going to be definitely really good for hard use. And I think that's what he's trying to do. And plus, obviously, you guys know Magnacut is ridiculously good at preventing corrosion. It is corrosion resistant, so much so that Spyderco, if you guys don't know Spyderco, is they do play with a lot of different metals, a lot of different steels, and they do different like salt series and stuff. They actually put the Magnacut steel on the salt series, so that says a lot. The fact that it's pretty corrosion resistant, right? But yeah, I'm super excited about this. This is the drop point blade. They have a new clip point one, which looks pretty cool. Has a big old swedge that's here, that's cut out right here. It looks like a clip point. It's gonna favor more towards piercing, but I like the drop point, honestly. This is the first run that came out that I got from Knife Center. Check Knife Center out. It's a great exclusive, great dealer. This was, I think, an exclusive at the time. Has that OD green overmold rubber handle, and I think it feels great. It has this different texture right here. It's like the diamond texture that they do on their. If you've ever seen the 80/20, the diamond texturing they do on it on the 0.5 as well. It's exactly like that, and it feels really, really good. It holds a lot of grip, but it's so smooth on this these sides right here where it's all like contoured and stuff, and it feels really, really good in the hand. I really like it. The jimping, it's not sharp at all. It's actually really gentle, and it's not very deep. But for some reason, it kind of works. I don't know why it works, but it does. It's really smooth, and it feels pretty gentle. But your thumb kind of just, the pad of your thumb kind of just can stay in there, like get locked in there, and be really good for like slicing with your index finger as well. Really, really cool. I think because of the grind that they did, the high saber grind, it's going to be really, really perfect for honestly anything. I think it'll be even good for like food prep type stuff. It's not a full flat grind, but still, even be pretty good for food prep. It'll be good for, I think this will be a great adventure knife. Going hiking, well, this will just be flawless for that. Camping, heck, even like kayaking and stuff. This will be absolutely perfect for all that. And that's why I think this knife is just, honestly, just the knife itself. I think the sheath is pretty cool too, but the knife is absolutely awesome. I think this is just, it's such a great user. It's so well-rounded. You have a pretty good amount of straight edge, and then you have that generous belly right there. And then you have the drop point going into a pretty good strong tip, as you guys can see. It's a fairly thick spine. Yeah, I really like it. There's also here this lanyard hole. They have this press that once they put the overmold on, it's a full tank construction, and then they press this thing in, and so this is held together. This is what holds the whole knife together. And then it's, obviously you can see the end of the tang right there. Pretty cool. It's all smoothed out. It's a really, really nice stonewash. I like the stonewash a lot. It looks really, really good. It's definitely a heavier stonewash. That's something I noticed about Demko knives, is they always kind of do a heavier stonewash, which I like. I think it'll really the longevity of the way it looks. I think the longevity of it looking nice and new is definitely going to be there, and especially with their stonewash, it's going to be really favorable towards just wiping the stuff off and keeping it clean. Honestly, clean and nice. But yeah, this is going to be absolutely amazing for any type of chores you throw at it. I think it's just the right size. It's a 5.5 inch blade, and the handle is really generous. I have like medium to large size glove size, and I have plenty of room there, and it works just fine like that. So yeah, I really like it. I think it just has that single guard right there, keep you from riding up, and it has loops out a little bit right here, sticks out a little bit right there, so you kind of like rest your thumb right there. And since it's kind of like more pliable slightly than like G10 or something, it kind of, you feel like you'll absorb shock really well if you're going to try chopping a little bit, and it kind of cushions your hand quite a bit. So that's what I really like about it. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with the knife. I like every single thing about it. The only thing I would change is the sheath, like what I was talking about, right? I think what you're getting is really good. I think that pretty large size, good heat treat USA Magnacut blade is amazing. And I think the price is pretty good. And I honestly, you can't go wrong with this blade. It's going to really, really work with everything. The only thing was, like I said about the sheath thing, maybe I would get like an aftermarket one. Maybe a cool Kydex one, kind of like I have on this Hinder Ranch Bowie. It's a really, really nice Kydex. It locks in really well. As you can see, I was talking about, it's really molded in. Yeah, you could do like tech locks and stuff. That's just me. I just really like Kydex. I've never been a huge glass-filled nylon sheath type of guy. I always think they're really light. I like how light they are. Kydex is a little more dense. But I just like the way Kydex is. It's kind of more of the more enthusiast type. But I think it'll be pretty good for just the way I like to carry fixed blades and stuff. But yeah, other than that, this is a great buy, guys. Honestly, I would say, since they're releasing all these Magnacut ones now, don't get the OS 10A one. OS 10A is an okay steel. It's gonna, I've had it where I've used it, and I've had it in my pocket and stuff, and I start to get oxidation on it. You can easily wipe it off. It's a stainless steel. But it's just nowhere as good as this Magnacut blade. Now they have the clip point, and I think they even have Tanto the Tanto versions with Magnacut blades too. So just get the Magnacut one. It's only going to be like I think like a $35 to $40 difference. It's worth it. Just honestly, it's going to be better for your money, and you're going to like it a lot better. And it's kind of a new hot thing right now, and for a reason, because it has high strength, high corrosion resistance, high edge retention. It's literally like one of the best steels there is right now. So yeah, absolutely get it, guys. I think Demko is just a fantastic company. I actually have 3 Demkos. I have this one, and I have 2 8020s. These are slims. This is one of them. The other one I have in my storage. But yeah, pretty cool. It's not really storage, it's just my knife case. but yeah. So guys, check this one out. Honestly, I really recommend it. I love this fixed blade. I can't wait to use it more. It's pretty slicey, and I know it's going to just be a monster. And honestly, really practical. That's what I love about it. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I always really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you never really miss a video when I upload it. And I upload pretty regularly, guys. I want to make sure you guys see the new popular stuff, the latest stuff in my collection, stuff I like to talk about. I just enjoy knives, and I know you guys too. So if you do, please subscribe, and also comment. I love to hear you guys' comments in the comment section. I like to reply, kind of get a conversation going with the community on that. It's pretty nice. Also, make sure to just enjoy the stuff I'm doing. That didn't really make any sense, but we're just going to move on. And take care, guys. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.